Hey YouTube, it's ICU, and welcome to the 5th episode of Best Tech Info and Rumors. If you're unfamiliar with this series, it's just me talking about what has happened in the tech world from the last time I made my Best Tech Info and Rumors video. Now the last one, the 4th one, was on Friday. So this video covers everything that is important that has happened in the tech world from Friday to this episode, which is on Monday, April 25th. So I just wanted to preface this episode by saying it's mostly about the next generation iPhone. So earlier this week, there have been reports of a leaked iPhone that has been discovered by BGR, and they discovered that it was running on the T-Mobile network, and the internal model of that specific iPhone was N94, whereas the model for the CDMA or Verizon model of the iPhone 4 is N92. Now the one for the GSM users or AT&T users is N90. So this proves that it's neither of those two and that it is a new iPhone model altogether. Now later we did find out that the N94 model iPhone has an A5 processor. Now it has been determined that it is the same exact processor that is in the iPad 2, and they did figure this out by looking at the number of the processor in the N94 iPhone and compared it to the iPad 2's processor, and they are both S5L8940. So that means that this iPhone does indeed have a dual-core A5 processor. And today MIC Gadget has posted two pictures of what they are calling the iPhone 4S. Now it has been undetermined of whether or not these photos are legitimate or not. However, if they are, then the next generation iPhone will have what appears to be a 3.7-inch display. Now this does look like it is longer and wider, and it also looks like they haven't jeopardized the overall size of the iPhone. Now it also has Apple's new proximity sensor, which is easily noticeable by looking at the comparison of the iPhone 4 and this new leaked iPhone screen. So when you look at it, it does have the new proximity sensor. Now this is one of the things that leads me to believe that this probably will be what the next generation iPhone will look like. Now stepping away from the iPhone rumors, it has been determined that Windows 8 will have a webcam app, pattern-based login, and more. And also today, a new build of Windows 8, which is build 7955, has been leaked. And it does have a ton of new features, including a new Windows Explorer with Ribbon UI, the new pattern-based login system that I just mentioned, a dedicated webcam app that I also mentioned, a built-in PDF reader, an advanced task manager, which I talked about in a previous episode of Best Tech Info and Rumors, an improved disk utility cleanup, Windows 8 portable workspace, and more. As of now, it is only available on a private FTP site. However, it's bound to make its way to public torrent sites soon. Now, remember when I talked about how Apple was actually tracking iPhone users in the last episode of Best Tech Info and Rumors? Well, it appears that Steve Jobs has responded to an upset customer who claims that he switched to Android over the matter. And Steve Jobs responded by saying, and I quote, "Oh yes, they do. We don't track anyone. The info circulating is false." Now, we're unsure if this is an official email between a disgruntled customer and Steve Jobs or not. However, we do know one thing, that Apple definitely has been tracking us. Either that or maybe it could have just been a flaw, but I highly doubt it. I definitely think it was intentional. Now, we do not know the reasons behind it. However, it does appear that Steve Jobs is trying to divert attention onto Google and the Android platform. Regardless, though, Apple is being sued over the matter by two iPhone users who are in Tampa, Florida, and it'll definitely be interesting to see how this one plays out. So I hope you guys liked this episode of Best Tech Info and Rumors. Please be sure to hit that subscribe button if you like this series and you want to be updated when I release new episodes. And also, if you liked this video, be sure to rate it up. Let me know what you think down below in the comments section, and be sure to answer the question of the day, which is, do you guys think that this N94 iPhone and the iPhone with the 3.7-inch display are real or not? And if not, what do you think the next generation iPhone will look like? Until next time, this is ICU, signing out.